Hey everybody, welcome to Alaskan Reactions. Here again today with Shelbie. Got Ozzy hiding out under the table. You can't see him, he's small. He might hop on my shoulder again. I
Yeah.
doubt it. That was really cool that Ozzy the dog did it during an Ozzy
Mhm.
song
Yeah.
a while ago. That
was
was sweet. You guys, we're talking about this now, but you actually won't see that for a while because Ozzy stuff always is copyright. We filmed it last week, but it's actually going to come out in another like 3 weeks. So
It's always
don't worry about
copyrighted?
it. Yeah, which means you have to
Oh.
wait 30 days. It's all this.
Oh, that's
Ozzy's always
annoying.
copyright. We'll see. We're
Oh.
doing Def Leppard today. This could be copyright. So what are we at? We're near the end of June. If this comes out at the end of July, you know that this was copyrighted. Let's put
Yeah.
it that way. Yes. Have you heard of Def Leppard?
I have
Okay.
I've heard of them, but not probably much of their songs.
Right. I figured not. I know.
No.
You didn't get raised on a lot of rock, which is surprising.
Well, I mean, I grew up with my dad and he loved rock, but
Yeah.
he kind of liked what are the bands? Like AC/DC.
Oh yeah.
He really liked AC/DC and then like kind of similar ones to those. I can't
Okay.
remember the names. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Because your mom, when she used to take a karaoke,
Yeah.
she'd give me rides to the airport a lot.
Mhm.
And she always had like hard rock music, like
Yeah.
my type of music. AC/DC was one. She had a band
Mhm.
called Whitesnake playing a lot. She had a lot of
Nickelback too is a big one.
Nickelback.
They
Yeah.
love Nickelback. I think that is that what it's called? Nickelback?
Nickelback, absolutely. They're a little
Yeah.
newer rock band. They're old. They'd be old to you because they're older than your
Mhm.
life. But
Yeah.
but they're new to me because
Oh.
they're like they came out in like the late '90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
Where the bands I listen to usually are '70s and '80s bands. But
Oh.
Nickelback's not bad. They're a good rock band. They've
Mm.
got they're weird. People either love them or hate them. I'm one of the
Oh.
very few people that's kind of just in the middle on them. So many
Mhm.
they've gotten so much hate, which is just dumb because they're just a rock band.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Just making music.
Yeah. But this is Def Leppard from 1983 off an
Okay.
album called Pyromania. It's a song called Photograph, and it's fucking awesome.
Okay.
I love this song. It was one of the first cassette tapes I ever bought in my life. Was Pyromania from Def Leppard
Okay.
when I was a kid.
Cool.
Yep. Got it. Boom.
Wow.
Wow. All right. What's your wow? Talk to me, Goose.
Was that Marilyn Monroe?
It was somebody, yeah.
That kind of like
being Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, yeah, I don't think it was exactly a bird. That's what it kind of looked like it was trying to be.
Right.
I really like the part when they like it kind of like was like, oh, look what you've done to this rock and roll clown. Like that was my favorite part.
Okay.
That was
nice.
a good one.
Nice.
What else? And he has a good voice too. I like his. Yeah.
Joe Elliott.
Strong.
Yeah.
Very strong.
4 of the 5 people there are still in the band.
Really?
The guy on the very far left with the white pants and playing guitar passed away in like 1990.
Really?
The rest of them are, and they've got a different guitar player for him, but the rest of them are still there. The drummer.
To this day?
To this day, yeah.
Wow.
The drummer got in a really bad car accident, actually lost an arm. He's a one-armed drummer. He has a special drum kit set up that has all kinds of weird electronics, and he does stuff with both feet. That it's
wow. That's amazing.
What's cool was they stuck by him. They were like, "We're gonna find a way for a guy to play drums with one arm," and they figured it out.
Wow.
Yeah, super cool. And
that is crazy.
Yep, and the guitarist that was all in black.
Yeah, he had the solo.
He had the solo,
yeah,
right?
That
yeah.
Good
Phil Collin is his name, and he is, I don't know if he's a vegan or a vegetarian, but he's super fitness freak, and he's still like he's in his 60s now, and he plays like without a shirt on and has like an 8-pack, and he's not like huge, but he's just ripped.
He's very
ripped, and I actually got to meet him on an airplane once.
On an airplane?
I mean, it just so happened I got upgraded because I fly. I got upgraded first class, and I walked out of the bathroom, and he was sitting like in 1A, and I was just like, "You're Phil Collin." He's like, "Yeah," and then like we talked about a guy named Randy Rhoads who was like Ozzy's first guitarist, and he knew Randy, and it was cool. I mean, he tolerated me for a few minutes. Yeah, I was like, I hope I'm not bugging him. He's like, "No, I think I don't want to say he liked the fact that we were talking about Randy Rhoads, but I think he liked the fact that it wasn't just straight up Def Leppard questions that he probably gets all the time."
Yeah.
So we talked about because they toured together when he was in a band before he joined Def Leppard. He toured with Randy Rhoads, so it was cool. Yeah,
that's really cool.
And I've seen Def Leppard a few times over the years.
Really?
Yep. I bought my sister tickets to them a few years ago. Well, it's probably like 10 years ago now, because when I was in 7th grade, Def Leppard was like close to the biggest band on the planet. They had an album called Hysteria that sold like 15 million copies. It was huge. It was huge. And they came to Anchorage. And my mom...
They came to Anchorage too?
They came to Anchorage, and my mom and dad wouldn't let me go because I was only in like 7th grade.
Oh, wow.
But I threw such a fit that my sister, who was like a sophomore in high school...
like, "Oh, I'll take you."
No.
Oh, no?
She didn't go.
Oh.
Like, they weren't letting me go, period. Wow. I don't know why. Well, because I was in 7th grade.
Yeah,
they were just
young.
Like, that was young to be going all the way to Anchorage. I lived in the valley, whatever, you know. But I threw such a fit that my sister didn't even end up going because she knew how much of a fit I would keep throwing. And it was, and I felt so bad later on. At that point in time, I didn't feel bad because I was a selfish little shithead at 13 years old. But later in life, I felt so bad that I bought her tickets to go see them because I wanted to make sure she got a chance to see them. She's now seen them a couple times. I might even have bought her tickets twice to see them now. But she's been to see them a few times. I've been to see them a few times, and they're great. They still put on great shows. They're I would recommend, if you ever get a chance to see them, that you go.
Still go? Yeah, that's crazy. They're still like all together to this day.
Yep, all but one, and they're still touring, and they're great. They're you know, they've got a ton of good songs. You've probably maybe heard like "Pour Some Sugar on Me."
Yeah, I have heard that one.
That's Def Leppard.
Because I did recognize like his voice when I heard it. Yeah, I've heard him, and
that's
huge.
Def Leppard. Yeah, exactly. So
that's a good song too.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I almost play them, but again, it's one of those that's just out there in the pantheon of the world that I figured you'd probably heard it, kind of like when we did Toto and we were in Africa. I knew you'd heard, you know, so that's why I went with Photographs.
Yeah.
So. Cool. God, I'm so glad you liked it. I was I
loved it.
I wasn't sure. That's awesome.
That's a good one.
She's Shelbie. I'm Jeremy. Remember,
kindness is free.
when you're out and about today, make sure you live it up some. Rock on.